Good afternoon or good morning, nation, wherever you may be. We are live with the first break of the day. This is a pre-fill from yesterday. MLB Break 5741, and this is a half case of Topps Finest Hobby release day. We do have a closing filler up from yesterday on the second half of this case. That is live. We also have our randoms of one Topps Chrome Cosmic live, as well as a PYT dropping live in just about 8 minutes. So feel free to pop in those. But with that being said, let's get started. Everything in this will ship except for vet commons. So let's see what we get. Best of luck, guys. Empty box. All right. I got to look and see. Okay, so that's a common. Just want to get it. Oh, there's our first auto. Parker Missick to the Guardians. Tim, go. Not numbered. Roman Anthony on the rookie common. Juan Soto. That's a common. Team Finest, Lindor. Harry Ford on the arrivals, going to the Nationals. Samuel Balcello on the X-Fractor. And James Wood on the uncommon. All right, let's get Roman up there too. I know that it's a base Roman, but still. Oh. All right. I actually need more sleeves. Hang on 1 second, guys. Tom, can you bring me more sleeves? There's no sleeves in here. Thank you. All right, pack number 2. JJ Weatherholt on the common. Juan Soto, 50 out of 50, going to the Medis. Kevin Humphreys. Bobby Witt Jr. on the World Finest. Finest Timelines, Shohei Ohtani. Drake Baldwin on the X-Fractor. And Cal Riley on the Uncommon. Let's make sure these are all commons. They are. Actually going to probably need top loaders too. Yeah. Thank you. Kyle Magongo. We got Taisu Inami. Jacob Mizorowski on the arrivals, going to Milwaukee, Austin Rhodes. Corbin Carroll on the rare. Carson Wisenhunt on the X-Fractor rare. Going to the San Francisco Giants. That is Steve Mayers and Jackson Churio. Murakami on the common. Chase Burns. Oh, Conley early on the Red Sox hit to 50. Going to Andy Collette. Nice one right there. Julio Rodriguez, 27 out of 75. Going to Seattle. Corey Vincent. Cal Riley on the refractor rare. Going to Mariners also. Scooble on the world's finest. Finest timelines of Chris Bryant. Junior Caminero on the X-Fractor. That is a common. And Colston Montgomery on the uncommon. All right, the Cal Riley rare refractor. Actually, I'm going to put it on the side because we got already half a wall filled on one box. Again, guys, if you are interested, there's a closing filler now down in the post for the second half of this case. So feel free if you want to call a spot in that. All right, Brandon Sprout. Akamoto. Tariq Skubal on the team finest. He's got the checklist on the back, too. Vladimir Guerrero on the world finest. Hunter Goodman to 99 for the Colorado Rockies. Kevin Humphreys and Bryce Eldridge on the uncommon. There's a lot of value in this. There's a lot of color. Nice inserts. All right, last pack of box number 1. This is the first box, Matt. First box. We got a gold. Andrew Painter, oh my God. Mizorowski on the refractor common. Going to the Brew Crew. Austin Rhodes. Gold, Adley Rutschman to Baltimore out of 50. Chris Kravitz. Xander Bogaerts on the uncommon refractor. Julio Rodriguez on the team finest. Got Kyle Teal. That is on the rare. Mike Trout, X-Fractor on the common. And Peyton Tolley on the uncommon. Just make sure these are all common. They are. All right, not a bad first box. But let's get an auto that's not just a pitcher. I mean, I like Connolly early. I don't know much about Parker. I'm a Red Sox fan, but let's see what we can get in the next box. Mick Abel on the first auto. That is a pitcher. Again, Minnesota Twins. Renato, not numbered. CJ Kaifis on the rookie arrivals. Kevin McGonagall on the rookie refractor arrivals. Jordan Alvarez on the uncommon X-Fractor. And Dylan Cease on the uncommon. All right, Bacello. Cam Schittler. Jazz Chisholm to 75. Going to the New York Yankees. That is Jesse Catino. World's finest, Ketel Marte. Jack Caglione on the team finest. Here, we'll put him there. Nick Kurtz on the X-Fractor common. And Matt Chapman on the uncommon. Harry Ford, Justin Crawford. Roman Anthony refractor on the common. Going to the Red Sox. Andy Collette. Jonah Tong on the arrivals. Carter Jensen. Jazz Chisholm on the X-Fractor. And Jacob Marcy. I'm going to put the Roman in front of the Roman. At a 99, Tristan Peters to the Tampa Bay Rays. Going to Michael Dyer. Nice hit. Trey Savage to 10. Oh my God, that snuck out of nowhere. Going to Toronto. That's a banger. Going to Kevin Humphreys. Bang. Team Finest. Jack Caglione on the refractor. Oh my God. And we got out of 50 behind it. Jack Caglione 50 on the World's Finest. Oh my goodness. Going to KC. Andy Collette. What is this pack? Bubba Chandler on the X-Fractor. Salvador Perez. That was a banging pack. That was a banging pack. All right, I guess I can't put like regular. I'm gonna have to take the base one down now. This is the refractor. What was that? What was that? First on print out of 50. Jack Caglione, Team Finest. Nolan McQueen. Bubba Chandler. Churio on the World's Finest. Edwin Diaz on the Team Finest. Joe Ryan to 10. 2 to 10s in the same box. Going to Minnesota. That's on the rare, too. Renato and Sal Stewart. Jesus. Is Topps Finest baseball juiced? 2 to 10s? We're only 2 boxes in. Cole Young. Kyle Teal. Juan Soto on the refractor. Chase Burns to 75. Cincy. Michael Dyer. Chase Burns arrivals. Carlos Rondon. Jose Ramirez and Logan Gilbert on the uncommon. All right, I got to take some of this stuff down, guys. I got to take these base guys down. As much as I don't want to. I'm going to keep the Roman and the Murakami and the JJ up there. I have to. All right, the X-Fractors, though. Yeah, that's tough. You can't even, like, keep anything up on the freaking thing. It's a nice rookie class, too. All low numbered. All right, we still got 2 more boxes, guys. Let me just validate these are all commons. I believe they are. They are. All right, box number 3. All right. Usually the top one was an auto, so I want to sweat it. Andrew Painter. Dylan Lyle to 75. Going to the Washington Nationals. That is Kevin Laverne. Got Luke Keiskell on the refractor. Joshua Neller, Team Finest. I don't even know. What team is Joshua Naylor on? Max Fried, team finest. Tasu Iyami. And uncommon of Nico. Hey, Tom. Owen Cassie on the rookie refractor. Brady House. Bryce Eldridge on the arrivals. Julio. Novelli Marte on the rare refractor. And Joe Adell. Hey, Tom. Quick thing. For shipping, these are going to be an issue. They are country, and they don't state the team. We'll look player up. It's all good. Okay, as long as they're going to do that. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. What is that? Samuel Basello. Cam Schittler. That's sick. Frank Thomas on the auto. That is sick. Going to the White Sox. Matty Wills. Okay, that's sick too. Drake Baldwin to 25. Going to Atlanta, Austin Rhodes. Nolan Arenado. Got Albert Pujols in the finest. Christian Yelich and Jack Caglione. All right, let's move Jazz up there. Dude, this stuff is fire. Harry Ford, Justin Crawford, Colston Montgomery, Kyle Teal on the arrivals, Cal Riley on the world's finest refractor, Christian Yelich to 199 to the Brew Crew. That'll be sleeping top loader when it comes, and Tariq Skubal. That was our lowest number thing, our highest number thing to 199. We've had everything else to like 50. Brandon Sprout, Carson Williams, Nathan Church to 150 to the St. Louis Cardinals on the rookie auto. Going to Burrow. Carson Benge. Team finest, Juan Soto. Carson Benge on the arrivals. Aaron Judge X-Fractor on the uncommon. And Hunter Barco on the uncommon. All right, last pack of box number 3. Christian Moore refractor. We got Bryce Eldridge. At a 275, Kyle Kairos on the yellow refractor going to the Colorado Rockies. Kevin Humphreys. Got Paul Skeens World's Finest. Vinny on the rare. Jackson Merrill X-Fractor on the common. And Bryce Harper. Hang on. All right, we got one more box, guys. One more box. All right, last box. And again, there is a closing filler on the second half of the case live right now. There's also a randoms up for Topps Cosmic. What is that? Why does it feel weird? All right, that's going to be the last pack. I don't know what that is, but it feels awfully weird. It feels like a patch auto. Yeah. Cole Young, Kyle Teal, Sal Stewart refractor going to Cincy. Michael Dyer, Owen Cassie, Christian Moore, Shohei Team Finest, Ben Rice, Ronald Acuna, and Jonah Tong. All right, we got an orange to 25. Noah McQueen. Carson Bengay to the Mets. Going to Kevin Humphreys. Chase DeLauder. Julio Rodriguez. Akamoto on the X-Fractor. Going to Toronto. That is Kevin Humphreys and Kaifus. Bro, this stuff is juice. There's so much low numbered on here. I don't know if it's just a box, but geez. Naito. Gilbert. Kairos to 75. Going to the Colorado Rockies. Going to Kevin Humphreys. Sal Stewart. Carson Bengi to 150 for the Mets. We got J.J. Weatherholt on the arrival. Shohei Ohtani on the Team Finest. Alvarez and Crooks. I literally have like no room to put anything anymore. Connolly Early. Kevin McGongle. Team Finest, Garrett Crochet. Noah McQueen on the arrivals. Jackson Churro to 199 to the Brew Crew. That'll be sweet and top when it comes. And Justin Crawford. Yeah, this one, I don't know what that is, but it feels weird. Trey Savage. Kyle Kairos. Young Ho Lee on the refractor. Jacob Mazurowski. To 250 for the Yankees. Cody Bellinger going to Jesse. Saya Suzuki on the Team Finest. Willie Adames. Garrett Crochet on the X-Fractor. And Alejandro Kirk. All right, last pack Magic, guys. Feels weird. I don't know if there's patch autos in here, but it feels like right here there's an indent of some sort. So I'm going to literally... Oh, whatever it is, it's thick. Wow. Oh my God. Patch auto, rookie patch auto, Cam Schittler to the New York Yankees. Wow. What is that number 2? Is that not even numbered? That's not numbered. That's crazy. Jesse Catino, what a card. He needs to work on that auto, though. Dylan Beavers. Griffey. Connor Griffin. Yamamoto, X-Fractor, and Morales. All right, guys. There was no SSP in that break. So, if there is one, it's in the second half. But that Cam Schittler, oh my God. Oh my God. They're selling me more and more in these baseball products, guys. Those patch autos are sick. I told you I felt an indent of some sort. Whew. All right, I need to take a picture real quick before we move on. That was a fun break. That was a fun break indeed. All right, let me get a picture of the cam. And the kegs. All right. Recap time. All right, Sal Stewart on the refractor. Roman Anthony base. Jack Caglione team finest. We're gonna not sleeve and topple of those any. Well, we'll sleeve and topple of them, but not for recap. Cal Riley on the rare refractor. Carson Wesenhunt on the rookie X Fractor rare. Samuel Basello on the X Fractor uncommon. Jacob Mizorowski on the arrivals. Jacob Mizorowski on the common refractor. Carson Bangi on the blue to 150. Roman Anthony refractor on the common. Akamoto X Fractor on the common. JJ Weatherholt. Murakami, I'm sorry. Kairos to 275. Jazz Chisholm to 75. Team finest refractor Jack Caglione. Carson Bangi to 25. Julio Rodriguez to 75. Hunter Goodman to 99. Chase Burns to 75. Kyle Kairos to 75 auto. Dylan Lyle to 75. Adley Rutschman to 50. Juan Soto 50 out of 50. Drake Baldwin out of 25. Parker Mezek on the auto. Nathan Church to 150. Mick Abel on the refractor auto. Tristan Peters to 99. Frank Thomas on the finest moments auto. We got Joe Ryan to 10. Connolly Early to 50. Jack Caglione 1 out of 50 on the World Finest. Trey Savage 3 out of 10. And Cam Schittler on the RPA Nasty. All right, and that is our break, guys. Again, we have a closing filler up on the second half of the case. There's been no Nightmare Fuel, no headliners, none of that stuff that came out yet. So let's get that other one closed, and we'll rip that for you as soon as it is.